Hello ladies, we have some furry friends joining us today. So we're going to start with our warm-up, which is going to be 4 exercises back to back, 30 seconds of each and for 2 sets. First up, we've got our body weight squats. So we're going to sit the hips back and down like we're aiming for a chair. Keep the chest tall, knees tracking over toes, then push through the heels to stand up. Next up, we're going to be moving into arm circles. So here we're going to stand tall with arms extended out to the sides and make small controlled circles, gradually increasing the size while keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Next up, we got body weight hip hinge. Here we're going to push the hips back with a slight knee bend while keeping the back flat, then drive the hips forward to stand tall. Okay, we've got march on the spot. So here we're going to stand tall and lift one knee at a time to hip height in a steady rhythm, keeping the core braced and posture upright. Okay, back into our squats. And we're back into our arm circles. Back into that hip hinge. And to conclude our warm-up, we're going to move back into our march on the spot. Next up, we're going to grab our 2 dumbbells for our first weighted exercise. So we're going to move into our dumbbell squat to hammer curl. So here we're going to hold dumbbells at the sides, squat down, keeping the chest up. Then as you stand, drive through the heels and curl the weights up with palms facing in. We are keeping the core braced and the knees are spreading outward and not caving inward. Okay, 15 seconds of rest and we're going to prepare for our next exercise, which is going to be dumbbell bent over row. That also requires 2 dumbbells. So here we're going to hinge at the hips with a flat back, no rounding. We're going to brace the core, then pull the dumbbells towards the hips while keeping the neck neutral and shoulders pulled back. It can really help to think about driving the elbows up and back here. Okay, our next move is a dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So this relates to our hip hinge drill in the warm-up. So we're going to hold dumbbells in front of the thighs. We're going to push the hips back with a slight knee bend while keeping the back flat. Then drive the hips forward to stand tall. Let's make sure that we're keeping the weights in nice and close to the body here. Okay, 15 seconds of rest. Next up, we got dumbbell upright row. Okay, we're going to hold dumbbells in front of the thighs, then pull them straight up close to the body with elbows leading, stopping at shoulder height and no higher, then lower under control. Okay, let's keep a nice stable base here. Let's make sure we're engaging the core and also the glutes for that stable base. That's 15 seconds of rest. Next up, we got alternating front raise. Okay, here we're going to hold dumbbells at the sides, then we're going to lift one arm at a time, straight in front to shoulder height, no higher, lowering under control and alternating sides. Okay, 15 seconds of rest and we're going to set up on the floor for our next exercise, which is a combo. So it is going to be a glute bridge hold combined with a floor chest press. Okay, so we're lying on the back on the floor. We're going to lift the hips into a glute bridge and hold. With the dumbbells, we're going to press them up and in and then down and out. Notice how my elbows are ever so slightly tucked here as opposed to straight out to the side. Let's keep the shoulders nice and stable and controlled. Let's also make sure that the wrists are stacked directly underneath the dumbbells. Okay, 15 seconds of rest, and then we're going to take it from the top with the dumbbell exercises again. So we're going to go back into the standing position, and it's going to be back into our dumbbell squat to hammer curl again. And off we go, ladies. Sitting the hips down and back, making sure that the knees are spreading outwards and pulling the belly button into the spine to brace the core. With the hammer curls, a little tip, we want to make sure that the upper arms and elbows are staying in place, so only the forearms move. Okay, 15 seconds of rest before our bent over row. Okay, and we are off. Let's make sure we're maintaining a nice neutral spine here, so we're not allowing any back grounding. So again, pull the belly button into the spine and also squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. "15 seconds of rest, and then we're moving into our Romanian deadlift. Okay, again, maintaining that nice flat back here, keeping the weights in nice and close to the body and pushing the hips back as if there's a lasso around them. 15 seconds of rest, and then we're into our upright row. Okay, leading the elbows gently up and outward, making sure we don't go above shoulder height, and also maintaining that nice stable base with the core and the glutes switched on. Okay, we've got 15 seconds rest, and then we'll be into our alternating front raise. Off we go. Let's maintain that nice stable base that we just used, and we're simply alternating arms here, again going up to shoulder height. Okay, 15 seconds of rest, and we're going to set up on the floor for our glute bridge hold with floor press. Okay, with that bridge position, we want to make sure that we've got a nice straight line between the shoulder and the knee, and we want to make sure that we're really squeezing the glutes throughout. With the dumbbells, again, we want the elbows slightly tucked, and we want the wrists stacked directly underneath. Okay, 15 seconds of rest, and then we're going to take it from the top again. So we're going to go back into our standing position, ladies. Okay, we're into our dumbbell squat to hammer curl again. Fifteen seconds of rest, and then we're into our bent over row. Okay, nice bend in the knee, nice hinged torso, again keeping that flat back and driving those elbows up. Fifteen seconds of rest, and then our remaining deadlift. Off we go, remembering that hinge pattern. So imagine you're trying to close a door behind you with your hips here. And remember, keep those weights in nice and close to the body. We don't want to allow them to drift outward. Okay, 15 seconds of rest, and then we're into our upright row. And we're off. Let's go, ladies. We are getting there. Slowly driving the elbows up and out to shoulder height. 15 seconds of rest, and then we're into our alternating front raise. Lovely, let's keep the glutes and the core switched on here for that nice solid base. Okay, 15 seconds of rest, and we're going to set up on the floor for our glute bridge holds into floor chest press. Alright, we've scooped the glutes up towards the sky, and again we've got those nice controlled presses going on. Okay, 15 seconds of rest, and we are going to stand up for the final time, ladies. Okay, we're back into our squat to hammer curl, ladies. Alright, let's keep your form nice and uniform. Let's not let things slip just because we're nearing the end of the workout. "15 seconds, and then we've got our bent over row. And they're off. Again, we want to keep that technique nice and uniform. Think about it as robot reps. Brilliant job, ladies. 15 seconds of rest, and then we're going to move into our Romanian deadlift. This is going to be our second last exercise of the day, our penultimate exercise, ladies. Okay, off we go, girls. Final rest period of the day before our final exercise of the day, which of course is going to be our upright row. Final 10 seconds, ladies. We have so got this. You've done absolutely amazingly showing up for yourself. And 3, 2, 1.